Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Yes, Belba Family has done it again. They have come out with another mandalas book, coloring book. This one is again square mandalas like their previous one, but this one is animals in patterns. And as you all know, this has quickly become my favorite series of books. If you're new to my channel, these are by Belba Family, right down in here. They have the color palette on the back, and the thing that I love is their color palette stays the exact same way throughout all of their books. So I have all my colors picked out from a number of different coloring mediums. My favorite are the Arteza twine markers and the Arteza Ink Onic fine liners, and the ones that I've done in here already are with the Ink Onic fine liners. So I do have the first 4 done already, and I just received this a couple days ago. I'm working on number 5. So you'll be able to see a few of them completed already. I love this book. Couldn't put it down. This book belongs to Paige. Then it talks about this particular book. This is volume 2 in their square mandalas, but again, this one is called Animals in Patterns. I will link this book down below. Talks about some of their other books. Now these are their series of books. They have a couple other books too, but this is the series of books that contain the 3 by 3 millimeter squares. So they're real teeny squares, but it works perfect for the method that they introduced me to, and I'm so glad they did, because it has quickly become my favorite way of coloring. And I'll show you that when I show you the ones that I've completed. So here is your table of contents. It tells you what animal is on what page. Okay, so it lists them all out. It's in alphabetical order. I kind of prefer not to look at that. I know. In the past, you've always heard me say, yeah, I cheat when I look at the pictures in the back when you know, I have color by numbers and they're supposed to be surprises. Now, I always looked in the back, picked out the one I wanted to do by looking at the answer key in the back, and I went to that page. Not with these. With these, I start from the first picture, and I'm going to work my way through the book. I plan on completing every one of these. Because I love them so much. So here is where you can test out your palette. You'll notice they have a line here. It is not perforated, but it has a scissors here. So you can cut this page out. Try out your colors and then maybe jot down, you know, the coloring medium and, you know, what number or, you know, where you've gotten that particular color from. And then we get into the pictures. So here is the first one. Love how this parrot turned out. Isn't he cute? And I love the fact when you start these, you have no idea what the animal is going to be. Like if we go back in here, let me zoom you in a little bit. You could never tell what animal, and typically the animal is in the middle now in this book. You have no idea what animal that is going to end up being, and I love that, and that's why I don't want to cheat in this book. But if we look, like here's the parrot. Look at this cute cat. If you zoom way in now, for those of you who are newer, and you're like, what is she talking about? The alternate way of coloring these. Normally, you color in each one of these squares, right? So all of this would be colored in solid with the number 1s. What Belba Family showed me is instead of coloring it in solid, you just place an X through each square. Okay, so now like this looks like a flower. Maybe not up close, but when you look at it from back farther, it really, you know, comes to life sort of. So yeah, I am just having a blast with this book. I think that one turned out cute. Again, I could not imagine what the heck was going to be in the middle here until the end almost. Then here we have the bull, and I think that's the one, yep, that's the one that's on the front cover. So here's where they have it colored in solid. All the squares are colored in solid. And then you have mine where you color it in with the X's, and it makes it look like counted cross stitch, and I just love that. So, and just like counted cross stitch, your X's aren't going to be perfect. If you went up real close to somebody's cross stitch, you know, the majority of the X's are probably going to look really nice, but they're not all going to be perfect. And the same is true with these. Your X's don't have to be perfect. Looks really neat when you come far away. This one I finished this morning. Oh, this is one of my favorites so far. They turn out pretty. Oh, now wait till you see the next one now. I'm getting there. I could not imagine what the heck was going to be in the middle here. And now I see it's a chameleon, a lizard of some sort. So yeah, again, all X's. I only have the background around here to do. So again, if I zoom you in, you'll be able to see the difference between the X's that are completed over here to the little squares over here. So if you look along here, you see your 18s and then your 22s. 18s are this green. 22s are the last color, so they're the blacks. Because if, zoom you back out again a little. If you look on the palette on back, your 18s is your green, and then 22 is your black. So you get your numbers from back here. And then you just use that, you know, like any color by number, you use the palette to fill these in. But again, with this method, rather than coloring them in, you just make X's. Isn't this one turning out so cool? So yeah, I imagine I'll be doing a few more out of here, and you will see those at the end of the month when I show you what I've colored for the month of February. Okay, so doesn't really pay to go flipping through the rest of these pages because we really can't tell what the animal is going to be. I think this looks kind of neat though. Looks like that's going to turn out pretty cool. But then you have a page like this and it doesn't look like a mandala whatsoever. Once you start coloring it in though, the design starts kind of appearing before you. Here you can kind of, you know, see some things on there. So yeah, that's their latest book. On the back, excuse me, here's the one that I completed. And then we have some samples of some others. Look at the colors in this one. Ooh, I wonder where that one's at in the book. No, I can't jump to it. We got to do them in order now. But yeah, okay. So this again is Belba Family's latest and greatest Square Mandalas book. So this is technically the volume 2 Square Mandalas, Animals and Patterns. And again, I will link this down below in case you wanted to try this out yourself. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed not only the flip through, but kind of how you do the X method of coloring for those of you who are new to my channel. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I put out new videos. I hope everybody's having a terrific day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.